Today's show brought to you by HP. I think I'm going to call this episode Et tu, Twitter. What do you think, Feldman?
I think that sounds good. I'm not great with French. Et tu? I thought it's a tu.
Dude, that's Latin.
Oh, okay. See, I'm not good with the Romance languages.
As in et tu, Brute.
Right. See, that's why I'm behind the camera, you're in front.
You may want to cut that out only to preserve your what's left of your dignity, Feldman. No, but so I don't really use the Twitter web interface, and I did the other day because I was I was searching for someone, and my TweetDeck isn't great. Well, I'm still not loving the whole searching for a person on TweetDeck. Anyway, long story short, I noticed this little bubble popped up, and I'd heard about this, but I hadn't really seen it yet because I don't really have, I have 16,000 people following me, so I don't really use my mainstream, right? My main feed. And I saw somebody else's retweet in that feed, and then a little bubble popped up saying, what's this? And what I was led to believe, which is this is part of Twitter's policy now, that if somebody retweets something that your friend says, or if your friend retweets something that somebody else said, that will appear now. Did I get that right even? It's so bloody confusing.
If you retweet somebody's tweet, it shows up in your timeline, your followers' timelines with their face. And it doesn't give you the ability to edit it in any way.
And also what's happening is, so I'm getting other people's tweets in my stream, and those people are not necessarily my friends, right?
Correct.
Okay.
These are friends of yours.
So, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend?
Something like that.
Well, it's kind of absurd if you think about it, because whilst we're redefining friendship, the concept of friendship on one hand, we're also, I think, in danger of bastardizing it and almost overstaying our welcome. Here's what I took away from this. And I guess there are two angles to this episode. First angle is Facebook and Twitter are both doing the same thing. So recently, Facebook changed your privacy settings, but as Bob Garfield says, 50% of the population are dumber than the other half. At least 50% of people on Facebook wouldn't have understood that essentially the new default privacy settings for them wasn't private at all. And so now friends of friends would be able to see their personal information, their children's photographs, information, their contact details, mobile phone, etc., etc. So you've got Facebook almost saying, hey, by the way, we've taken the courtesy to change your privacy settings. You, of course, can go back to the old settings because old is bad and new is good. And in doing so, what are people giving up in the process? And now you have Twitter kind of changing what is considered ultimately to be part of your consideration set as it relates to opt-in and permission-based friendship or followship in a sense. But what are both of these guys doing? What are both Twitter and Facebook doing? They are doing the oldest tactic or the oldest trick in the book. It is a traditional, predictable reach play. Get big fast. Only Amazon.com and eBay survived 1.0. And maybe, just maybe, only Twitter and Facebook will survive 2.0. But both are just doing what Madison Avenue wants and what advertisers covet, which is present mass reach and then monetize that mass reach with, let's be honest, poorly targeted CPM impression-based brand advertising. This does not excite me. This does not overwhelm me. This underwhelms me. Now, on a secondary level, Twitter's got problems. So many dormant accounts, so many bots, so much spam, so much of this Twitter bubble influenced and caused by celebrities jumping on the Twitter bandwagon. So I wonder to what extent this new approach or this new idea or this new tactic from Twitter is a desperation ploy. I wonder how much of it is being done to continue to artificially boost their numbers, or at least keep those numbers above a certain minimal threshold. But I think the real part of the story is that Facebook and Twitter are doing a very traditional, predictable approach in order to woo all of those dollars that so desperately are searching for a new home. And if it even needs to be said, I wouldn't put my money in that camp.